Alrighty, NYKia 31 here. I gotta figure out a way that I can do this without wanting to poke my eyes out playing these MUT games. I may have to play regs to get in order to crank through this bad boy. I want to get through with them, pretty quickly since we don't really have much time left, and I haven't really had this time like to play much outside of online CFM because, you know, the circus that MUT is. MUT is just not good this year. Not a good MUT year. But anyhow, the two playbooks I've done so far, you see the rankings for them, the Bears and the Bengals. We're on the Buffalo Bills. I'm going in alphabetical order. And how did Buffalo stack up? Just to kind of recap how I do these, same thing I did last year. I'm, I'm not gonna go through and judge these playbooks solely on the meta. I mean, any chimpanzee can just go into gun bunch or gun trips tight end or tight slots and copy what 8 million other people are doing. I'm gonna go by in my world here overall functionality. Does a playbook make schematic sense? Concept wise, concept overlap, how many formations are useful, how many formations contain schlock, how much schlock play wise is in the playbooks as far as broken plays that don't really have much of a purpose, either because of bad spacing, bad releases, and other factors in the game that may not allow an otherwise well conceived play to work properly. And lastly, how accurate is the playbook as far as replicating how the given team actually plays? And so far, with the three I've done, the playbooks have improved a lot in that regard. But on the flip side, there's still a lot of legacy stuff that holds a lot of these playbooks back from reaching their full potential. Now, as far as my experience with the Bills playbook, I enjoyed playing with this playbook a great deal. It's got that college spread and pro style spread West Coast type of flavor to it. It's got a nice 2x2 spread formation here. This is one of the favorite. This is one of my favorite 2x2 spread plays in the game. This HB option. You got a dagger concept to your right, and you got a pole concept to your left, with an easy check down there to the back when that streak clears out either the vertical hook defender or user. It's spaced well. The releases on the receivers are generally smooth. It's just one of those plays that's executed really cleanly. It makes you wish why can't more plays in the game be like that. Here I'm still in the spread 2x2 set. I'm going to try a little zone read action here, but I'm going to audible. I don't really like what I see there. I'm just going to run a straight inside zone. He's got his linebacker up in the A gap there, and I was trying to see if I could pop it through there, but, you know, at the time of playing this game, my line by MUT standards for this time of year was kind of meh, so I had some issues trying to gain some push there. What I also really like about this playbook, it's got a really good gun doubles and gun doubles week. Some playbooks have one or the other, and what you usually see is that you usually have, if they do have both, one will be good, the other one will suck, and leave you wondering, why? Why can't you run your offense just as effectively out of one as you could the other? Only damn difference is how the halfback is aligned. There I just ran a corner strike and just, checked it down. But yeah, stuff like that still drives me up the wall, these playbooks. There's a lack of consistency between formations as far as what's usable. Here you see wide trips HB weak, bunch open tight end, trips tight end offset, wing stack. I like their empty a lot. I didn't really go empty a whole heck of a lot this game, but you have your gun bunch here, your standard, meta type gun bunch where you can run the usual stuff. You can run, this is what, trail. I'm kind of shooting John Ross out here to kind of clear everybody out all over the middle and just pick where you want to throw, and it's easy pickings. It's just absurdly easy to just march up and down the field out of gun bunch, tight slots, any compressor tight slot sets. These defenders, they just skate out and give up leverage here. Here I'm going to audible from gun bunch to tight slots here. This is deep post play. Just pick the wide open receiver. No huddle again. I go out of my way not to use the compressed stuff. I hate using them. They're the ultimate crutch. Here's some bench here. Again, someone off the line of scrimmage is going to be wide open almost instantly on one side or the other with these compressed formations. Here we're in, gun tight. So you have, if you're a meta guy, you have stuff like this. And here I think I'm going to get sacked. I don't really do a good job of making a read on this play. I'm kind of doing a bootleg bench and post there, and I actually had it, but I got sacked. You know, caught me there. Bat a shotgun spread. Disregard and variety corner strike here. He's going to blitz that corner to the left. I just shoot it out there right away and gain some easy yards there. Really good formation here. Really good gun spread formation. You have hitch seam, you have curl flats, play action comebacks. Really nice core route concepts that are pretty reliable. Here I'm thinking I'm going to get some type of version of cover 2, so I'm going to see if I can put his user backer there in a bit of a bind. Able to get the catch and traffic there with Andre Reed. He had one of the backers there hot rod to a deep blue, so the post was not going to be an option. Again, staying in his formation. Gonna try to pop a run in there, and this time I do get some space. So you got your nice little inside zone there if you run audible. And you can run zone read and HB base as well. I like this play action read as an audible here as well. The double post on your right is pretty good. Over here I'm going to the wide side of the field, and I hit that whip route there. I might have gotten that shallower post in by his user. I didn't want to risk it though, so as soon as I saw that defender on the vertical hook on the left sink back after he chucked the slot receiver to the left, I went to that. I'm going to try a zone read here again. I misread it there. I should have kept it. Mistake by me, so I'll have to settle for a field goal here. No, I'm going to try to do one more play here and see if I can get it in the end zone. Actually try zone read again here 2 times in a row. Probably not a great idea because that will happen occasionally. Sometimes when you get the keep read, the the defender's still able to blast you. So yeah, that did not go very well. Zone read I think is a little bit better than last year, but not really where I want to be. Some formations it holds up better than others. Here we're going to go under center for a little bit. Single back trio. As you see, I'm setting up my audibles here. Really good formation. Gotta have my bubble screen game in there. And there's quite a few things you can do from this. You can run your stretch. You still do have some waste in this formation. The slant play, double slants, is a complete waste of time. Double slants, it just does not translate to Madden whatsoever. But overall, the under center single back stuff is pretty solid. You got tight slots, you got doubles north, which is basically half. It's like half a tight slot, half a double set. Kind of got a little bit of the best of both as far as that goes. This stick play, this version of stick here, I hate. Cooks and Ross, they tend to rub into each other quite a bit. We can run here, nice little inside zone. What I noticed is that when people see a stacked wide receivers out of a single back set, they're either going to go all out to stop the pass or stop the pitch, and you can sometimes just run right up the gut and get a large chunk of yards. Single back doubles, not as strong as their shotgun doubles. Anytime you see a tight end screen, you gotta try it. See if you got something. Give it a whirl. See what's up with it. So here we go. And not terrible. Not terrible. Not something that I would, use as a steady diet in my play calling. But you can pop it in there every now and then. Here we're going to go strong eye. Try to run a stretch here. And of course he's going to run commit. I mean, jeez. I don't necessarily blame him, but annoying nonetheless, especially since he was a nickel. And, personnel-wise, that should have been tough for him to handle. So here we're going to go back to shotgun spread. We're going to go to HB option, leave the back end to block again. And, again, it's an excellently spaced play. And especially when guys are in cover 4 drop or cover 3 and they play games with those curl flat and quarter flat defenders. If you see a free release inside, just gun it and trust it. Weak slot, okay. I will say that the I formation passing plays in this playbook are among the better that I've come across. Usually you find complete garbage in them, but you can run a bubble screen here, you can run dagger, you can run a play action switch concept off a draw. He ran commit again. So I would have hoped to get a bigger gain than that, but I'll take it. But yeah, under center pass concepts, this playbook is pretty strong in my opinion. I think it's one of the better ones that I've come across in the game. I don't know what the hell he thinks he's doing with his linebacker there. He picks the wrong side, and I just run the draw there. You know, that's where identifier is useful as far as these mutt chemistries are concerned. Here we're going to go some empty now. Just kind of setting up some audibles here, seeing what's there. Your empty bubble, you got smash, you got Y corner. That reverse pivot play is pretty nice. Stick out of the set is one of the better ones. Here I'm going to come out and smash. If I see LT uncovered, I'm going to audible to the bubble. And I'm going to get him out there into space, and he is going to house it. So yeah, just a general rule of thumb. See that slot uncovered? Take the gift. If the slot DB blitzes like he did there, there won't be anyone else out there. You got the numbers and you can go to town. This game I'm under center a little bit more on the ace. Single back ace. Probably one of the poor formations in the book. Conceptually, it has stuff in it that makes sense. You got some shot plays off of play action, but they just don't translate to the game very well. You have good old-fashioned curl flat here, which is one of those staple pass plays which will always work. You know, you get a nice little horizontal and vertical stretch there, and you just make the right read, high to low. But other than that and the double post, not a whole heck of a lot there to work with. I mean, how does Buffalo like to play? They like to, run LaShawn McCoy, run some Tyrod Taylor off his zone read, and run play action off of that run action, and take shots down the field when they have it off that play action. But unfortunately, a lot of the route combos off of their play action shot plays, they just don't translate. I'd love to be able to run a poco, post corner, a corner post, a hitch and go, a sluggo, but the way these defenders are able to move the way they do laterally, you just can't conflict them like that. And here I just buzz inside zone against double A gap. I don't know why people do that. It's one of the worst things you can do versus the run. You're putting two inside backers right into the face of, strong run blocking big guards, and they get swallowed up. In the real world, you could protect the linebackers a line like that with gap stunts and twist stunts by your interior linemen, but that doesn't exist in this world. So what ends up happening is what you saw there. And here he runs some stretch here. This is a combination of his usual linebacker over pursuing and getting some good blocking at the point of attack for a nice big gain there. These auto motion plays, too many of them are still too predictable. This isn't a bad idea as far as they go. The receiver motions from the strong side to the weak, but unfortunately guys can just play base align and not get themselves outflanked ever. So basically that auto motion is a giant waste of time. Again, I'm working more on the center in this game, single back wide trips. And again, look at how this dunce has that corner aligned, base aligned like that. And would you believe he still almost gets there? I mean, go back and look and see how he was in cover 2 invert out of 4-4, base aligned, and on the trip side, the corner is lined up damn near 5 yards inside the outside receiver. And I run a deep out on him, and they still almost offended it. It's lunacy. But anyway, good empty sets. They had about 3 of them. Good play here. Anytime you have a wheel, post, drag, a hitch, curl combo, you got something cooking. And of course, he blitzed me again like a madman. I just, hit the off coverage curl. Gun tight, gun wing tight, terrible formation. PA double post is okay. Inside zone is okay. Do the zone read. Other than that, complete waste of time. I'm determined to get Warren some glory here on a zone read keep. No joy there. I had to give it. So we're going to look at gun wing stack, and it's almost as bad. Actually, I think it's worse. Complete waste of a formation. The pistol set is a complete waste. We're going to go back to gun doubles, try to spread the field a bit more, and see if we can run the zone read out of that. So yeah, so you have bare minimum three formations in your shotgun sets, which are wasteful. And yep, we're going to get it. Now stop slowing the quarterback down in the backfield. I mean, geez. Empty again. Bubble screen. You can also throw to the left as well. But he has a good recall here. He's going to audible out, so I'm going to check out of it. I'm going to go... We're going to try 4 reverts here. We're going to change that shake route to a drag. He's actually in 2-man under. The safety aligns inside the hash, which puts him way too far inside, underneath, or between 2 and 3. So if John Ross gets separation, he's gone. You're not going to catch him at all. So, yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote as far as that is concerned. Bad pre-snap alignment by the safety, just, you know, hung him out to dry as far as that's concerned. Here we go, that shotgun, you know, twin wing set here. And I'm going to check to a run just to see if I can bounce this to the outside. And I am with an assist of him overrunning me. And, you know, there you go. Big game. So there you go. That is Buffalo. So where do I rank it? I think it's definitely a top 15 playbook. Is it a top 10? I don't know. I don't think so. So what I'll do, I'll kind of put it in between top 10 and top 15. I'll put it at 12. I don't think it'll move too much either way as far as direction is concerned. I think that's a pretty solid place for it. So there you go. Let's see. Broncos are up next. I'll try to do as many of these as I can. If I finish, great. If I don't, whatever. But I'm going to try to get through it. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you all later. Peace.